enough to last all the way to the springtime. Dreaming of you and you thinking about me in your slumber.
What's up, everybody? It's me, Ashley Branch, with your Mommy Logs. Yes, that's right. We're doing this continuation thing. This time it's Frankie's turn. Yeah, the story about Frankie. So, like I said in the previous podcast, Frankie was not planned. Okay? That's just the gist of it. Frankie was not planned. It wasn't that she wasn't wanted. She just was not planned. And I felt the need to explain that to everyone who asked me, "Oh, you pregnant again?" Let me tell you something, people. You know who you are, okay? As a person that's in my right mind and has had some time to think about those words, it's been 3 years, and yes, I held on to them. You could just kick rocks. I mean that wholeheartedly. Kick rocks. You do not have to take care of my kids. Like I said, you know who you are. Not you fine podcast listeners, but the others who gave me grief in 2016, 15, and 16 about me being pregnant for the third time for whatever reason. So I would like to just start off by saying, think before you speak. If you are not a child, if you are not someone who has, mental challenges, I can't talk, mental challenges. There we go. Sounds like I have one. Anyway, if you are in your right mind and you're an adult and you see somebody in a situation that you're just like, I don't get it or what's going on, just shut your mouth. Don't say anything because you don't have anything nice to say. And that person's already probably in a precarious situation, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, financially. If you can't help that person in any of those ways, don't open your mouth. That's how I feel. Anyway, so you can take that cupcake and eat it. It was tough. It was tough for me being pregnant because when I get pregnant, I get pregnant. And for those who don't know what pregnant is when you just super duper pregnant. Like you just can't hide it. You just blow up real fast. You can't hide it. You can't be cute with it. You're just pregnant. So I was working this job, and at the job, I worked with a good bit amount of men, and it was a television job. So these are people who you would assume to be intelligent because you saw them on TV and they reported the news and the weather, and these were local celebrities. You would think that they had some intelligence about them. Enough intelligence not to tell a pregnant woman how huge she was, or why you having another baby, or dang, you don't know how to not get pregnant. Like, that is not something anybody needs to go through, especially a pregnant person. So I'm going to tell you what I did. First, I would individually tell each person, that wasn't even needed. You don't ever need to talk to me out the side of your mouth like that again. Because I think because we're working in news, and I did a job that a lot of people had degrees for, that, people went to school for journalism, blah, blah, blah. They didn't know that I had a little bit of hood in me. It's in there, and she come out only when she's needed. So when that didn't work, I wrote an email. Not only did I CC all my coworkers, but the management and the top management and the people that's like tippity top that probably don't even know I exist, but they was in the email too. So the email read something like this. Hi, everybody. This is Ashley Branch. Yes, I am pregnant for the third time. Yes, it is for my husband. No, we didn't plan this, but here we are. No, I don't need your comments. And if you have anything to say to me, to a pregnant woman, the only thing out of your mouth should be, oh, look how beautiful you look today. Every other comment that you have, eat it. Thank you. Have a blessed day. Sincerely, Ashley Branch. Of course, I got in trouble for that because apparently I should have went to my supervisors, who are two incompetent men, white men, and tell them that this black woman, highly intelligent and highly pregnant black woman, was being harassed because she was pregnant for the third time in 4 years. I had 3 babies in 4 years. So in the meeting, and I'm at this point, I'm like 7 months pregnant. So in the meeting, my supervisor, who's an idiot, and if I saw him today, I would punch him in the face. We all have one of those. But my supervisor says to me, if you ever have a problem that's like an HR problem, you need to handle it in an HR kind of way. And I was like, okay, and how is that? And he was like, you should have come to me and then we could have worked it out. And I was like, okay, now how would you have done that? Exactly. That was his answer. So I said, let me tell you something. The problem is being had by me. The solution was given by me. You don't have the solution. You don't even know what to do. You don't even know what to say. So yeah. And he goes, well, can you operate cameras? When he means operate cameras, he means like studio cameras, like stand up for the length of the length of a newscast and operate cameras. And I looked at him and I go, do you think I can operate studio cameras? Do you think I can be on my feet just standing there for 2 hours with this big pregnant belly that everybody has seemed to want to comment about? He said, well, can you get a doctor's note? And I was like, this is why I didn't come to you, because you just can't. You can't. I wanted to say he wasn't bright, but that would have been too honest. Anyway, so you can tell that the feelings are still raw because I couldn't say what I wanted to say. If I could say what I wanted to say to him, it just would have been done. But if I said what I wanted to say to him, then it would have probably followed up with some cuss words. So whatever. But yeah, if you see somebody who is pregnant, if you see somebody that's like not doing something that you would deem, I don't know, responsible or whatever in their lives, that's not your business, is it? It's not. So I just had a hard time being pregnant with Frankie. It was just not so much like, I didn't know in my neck. I had a supportive husband. We had a home. No, we're not the richest people in the world, not even close. But the comments that were being made by men. And the men, the majority of them were white men. And it made me feel like all the stereotypes that you see about black women were in their minds at the time. We're uneducated. We're easy. We're fast. We're just having babies. You're just out here having babies. When I'm like, I'm a married woman. I've been married for some time now. And if that's not even any of your business, like, I had one guy go, how are you going to take care of yourself? Like, can you guys even take care of yourselves? I'm like, we're not children. We're not idiots. It's tough. It gets tight. But I don't know. I felt like my intelligence was being questioned and it was rough. But anyway, I guess that's why Frankie is the way she is now. And I'll explain that in future podcasts. When you're a militant black woman while you're pregnant, you can't expect your child not to be. You just can't. That's too much of an expectation. But, But this podcast is more for me and my emotions. They still feel raw. And maybe I was holding on to some things. But that goes to show you that your words have power. Your words can hurt. Words do hurt. And just be careful what you say to people and how you say it. Just out of being careless and thoughtless. They're very hurtful. And it just put me in a space of, it made me feel like I was irresponsible, even though I was actively trying not to be pregnant. It put me in a situation of thinking maybe I was financially unstable when I really wasn't. It made me think, like, people made jokes like, your husband won't leave you alone. And I was like, is my husband trying to hold me down and keep me barefoot and pregnant? Because I already wore a size 12. And when your feet get swole, you ain't trying to put no shoes on. And I'm like, what? all these thoughts because someone said something to me and not even really meaning to hurt my feelings. But words have weight. And you throw a heavy weight and hit somebody, it hurts. So, but doing this particular story made me feel a little bit better. Got some stuff off my chest. Hopefully, some of you people who were verbally harassing me will listen to this and feel like poo poo, because you shouldn't mess with pregnant women because we're crazy, son. Yeah. But anyway, that's all the time I have for y'all today. I'll have the next podcast, which will be a little bit more brighter and happier and fun. I'm lying. But anyway, that's it. I hope y'all take care of each other. Take care of yourselves. Bye.
This one has a heart.